For a long time, luxury meant one thing in America: money talking loud. Big grills, big badges, big prices. If you wanted doors that open themselves, you bought a Rolls. If you wanted zero-gravity massage seats, you bought a Maybach. If you wanted futuristic tech, you bought a Tesla and told yourself the interior was minimal. That was the deal. Luxury was reserved for people who could flex. But every once in a while, a product shows up that doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't try to impress you. It just quietly makes everything else feel outdated. That's what the Avatar 12 is. And I'll be honest with you, this car makes me uncomfortable. Not because it's bad, because it forces a question the US auto industry has been avoiding for years. What exactly have we been paying for? Because when you look at this thing rolling down the street, it doesn't look like a normal production car. It looks like something that escaped a design lab from the year 2040. Low, wide, clean. No fake aggression, no unnecessary drama. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't need to. Let's start with the front, because this is where you immediately realize this car is playing a different game. Most cars have headlights, fine. The Avatar 12 has what's basically a digital face. That black panel up front, that's not trim, that's a display. The car can communicate with pedestrians. It can signal intent. It can literally say, "Go ahead," at a crosswalk. That might sound like a gimmick until you realize how much stress it removes from daily driving. No honking, no confusion, no awkward eye contact. The car just handles it. The lighting itself is razor sharp, thin, precise. No bulky housings, no fake chrome. It looks less like a car and more like a device. Walk around to the side and the proportions hit you. This thing is big, S-Class big, but it doesn't feel bloated. It sits low, planted, confident. The door handles are gone, flush, clean. They only appear when you approach, and the mirrors also gone, replaced with high-definition cameras that actually make sense in daily use. Clearer view, less wind noise, better visibility in rain. This isn't tech for flexing on Instagram. This is tech that quietly makes life easier. Now the back, and this is where people usually stop and stare, because something is missing. There is no rear window. At first, that sounds insane until you understand why they did it. Instead of glass, you get structure. Instead of glare, you get privacy. Instead of guessing what's behind you, you get a crystal clear digital mirror fed by real-time cameras. The result, you feel insulated from the chaos behind you without feeling boxed in. And that active rear spoiler, it deploys when it needs to, disappears when it doesn't. Because real luxury doesn't stay loud all the time. Underneath all this calm confidence is serious muscle. Dual motor all-wheel drive pushing nearly 580 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. And here's the thing, it never feels aggressive. No drama, no neck snap theatrics, just smooth, instant power when you ask for it. The Avatar 12 runs on an 800-volt architecture, which means fast charging that actually matters. 10 minutes plugged in and you're adding serious range, the kind that makes road trips feel normal again. But power isn't the magic trick here. Comfort is. The suspension is active. It scans the road ahead and adjusts before you even feel the bump. Potholes? Smoothed out. Bad pavement? Forgotten. You float when you want. You tighten up when you need to. It feels heavy in the right way. Planted, expensive, confident, like the car knows what it's doing even when you don't. And that brings us to safety and autonomy. This thing is loaded with sensors, cameras, radars, Lidar, all working together to build a real-time 3D model of the world around you. Not just cars, pedestrians, bikes, cones, dogs, the messy stuff. Watching it drive itself through city traffic is equal parts impressive and humbling. You realize pretty quickly the car isn't guessing, it's calculating. Now step inside, because this is where the Avatar 12 stops being impressive and starts being personal. The first thing you notice isn't the seats, it's the horizon. A massive panoramic display stretches across the dashboard, right under the windshield. It doesn't feel like a screen slapped on. It feels integrated, like it belongs there. Your speed, navigation, information, all right where your eyes naturally go. Below that, the central touchscreen runs Harmony OS, and yeah, it's smooth, really smooth. No lag, no stutter, no frustration. You can drag apps between screens, customize layouts, use it like a modern device, not a clunky car system pretending it's smart. The seats? Zero gravity. And this isn't marketing fluff. Press the button and your body settles into a position that actually reduces pressure and fatigue. Heated, ventilated, real massage, not that weak vibration nonsense. This is the kind of comfort you feel after 2 hours and realize you're not tired. Materials matter here. Real wood, soft suede, quality metal, no hollow plastics, no cheap shortcuts. Even the small stuff is thought through. Felt-lined door pockets so nothing rattles, hidden vents so airflow feels natural, controls that click instead of squish. And the steering wheel, small, flat-bottomed, clean. It doesn't block your view. It makes you feel more like a pilot than a driver. The sound system? Let's just say if you care about music, this thing will ruin other cars for you. Clear, powerful, balanced. No engine noise, no vibration, just sound. Move to the back seat and it somehow gets better. Flat floor, tons of legroom. Rear passengers get heating, ventilation, controls, the works. And because there is no rear window, you get something most luxury sedans forget: privacy. You're separated from the world, not trapped in it. The panoramic roof keeps things open, and when the sun gets aggressive, the glass darkens electronically. No shade, no fuss, just calm. Now let's talk price, because this is where the conversation gets real. In the US, a car with this tech, this size, this comfort, you're talking $90,000, $100,000, easy. The Avatar 12 starts around $40,000 in its home market. That's not a typo, that's Honda Accord money, that's base Model 3 territory. And that's why this car matters. Not because it's flashy, not because it's fast, but because it exposes something uncomfortable. We haven't been paying for innovation, we've been paying for logos. So here's the real question, and I want you to think about it honestly. If this was parked next to a Tesla, next to a BMW, next to a Mercedes, would you still choose the batch? Or would you choose the car that actually makes your life better? Because the Avatar 12 isn't yelling, it isn't begging for attention. It's just quietly proving that the rules have changed. And once you see that, it's hard to unsee it. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy, or is this the future showing up early?